I hooked up with my best friend's little sister at a New Year's Eve party, and now she wants to be in a relationship with me, but my best friend is mad at me for leading her sister on. For New Year's Eve, my best friend Cassie, 19F, invited me, 19F, over to her house because her parents were going out of town. She ended up inviting a lot more friends and people from college, but for the most part, everyone who arrived came with their partner so that they could have their New Year's kiss. The only people at the party without a partner were me, and Cassie's little sister Samantha, 18F. Once I showed up, I saw that Cassie and Samantha had been drinking a bit with Cassie's boyfriend, so they were already lit. That being said, Samantha was all over me and would not get off, and nobody else noticed. I always knew that she was gay, but never had it confirmed, and the way that she was flirting with me made it quite obvious. It was still pretty early in the night, and as we waited for the other guests to arrive, we were sitting in the living room watching a horror movie, and Samantha and I were under the same blanket, and she would not get off of me. She was grabbing onto my arm, and her whole body was leaning into me, and I must admit I liked it very much because this girl is gorgeous. We had more drinks, and the night continued, and as more people arrived, Samantha stayed latched onto me, and the people arriving noticed as well and asked us if we were together. I just laughed it off, and the night proceeded that way until around 11 p.m., when we all started drinking more, and by that point, I was gone and so was Samantha. Once the clock hit midnight, everyone was cheering, screaming, and making out with their partners, and Samantha grabbed my face and full-on made out with me and asked me to go to her room because she wanted to show me something. Her room is all the way on the other side of the house, and nobody noticed us slip away, so I followed her, and once I got to her room, she sat me on her bed and asked me if I was down for anything. I was down bad, so I said yeah, and she told me to close my eyes, and when she told me to open, she was changed into lingerie and she had her box of toys in her lap. I'm not going to get into details, but we hooked up and it was a hell of a night. We went for hours, and I even ended up showering with her and falling asleep in her bed. By the time it was morning, I found Cassie and her boyfriend in the kitchen, and she clearly did not know what had happened because she asked me if the couch was comfortable to sleep on. I didn't want to lie to her, so I told her that I slept with Samantha, literally and not, and that it was great. I told her that I hoped she didn't mind. Well, Cassie lost her cool and was not having it. She said that it was man behavior for me to hook up with her little sister and that she was disappointed in me and that she did not want to look at me. She ended up kicking me out of her house, and I went home completely distraught because of how unexpected that situation was. I tried to call and text Cassie, but she completely ignored me and told me to leave her alone because she was grossed out about the whole situation. I tried to explain to her that it was pretty genuine and pure, but she did not want to hear it. Ironically, Samantha has been texting me every single day since, and she's even suggested going on a date and getting to know each other better because she finds me cool and wouldn't be opposed to dating. I would love to date Samantha as well, but I need Cassie's blessing first because that's bestie, and I'm scared of this whole situation going left.